All right, it's a very bad day today. Clearly, we understand that. So while everybody joins, this is live on TikTok. I'll put it up on YouTube as well. But the market's gapped down today, grinded back up, and then sold off really from about 10 a.m., 11 o'clock this morning. So Dow is down 1.5%. NASDAQ is almost down 2%, and S&P is down almost, it's at 1.8% down. There is really nothing green. Nothing's really printing today. Nothing's really good today. Let's do some live TA. We're going to look at supports, right? That's what on days like this, you got to look at the support. Now, here's the key. The S&P support is at 4,500. We're at 506 right now. Right, we've gone that far down. We had questions yesterday of people asking, do you think that this is the bottom? No. So here's some good dates that you probably need to know. March 10th is the next CPI print. March 13th is when the Fed makes a decision on the next or the rate hike. Is it going to be one, or how big of a rate hike is it going to be? 25 bips? 50 bips? What's it going to be, right? Typically, 25 bips is probably good. But my point is that those are key dates now. March 10th is the next CPI print, and which you can look at CPI. It's not a stock, but I think it's a real return ETF. All right. So point is that yes. So those are the dates. March 10th is the next CPI print, which we'll probably have a day today. Hopefully inflation has stopped. Hopefully it goes back down to like 7 or 6.5%. Today it was at 7.5%. Bad, very bad. It didn't like miss expectations that bad, but it was enough to spook the market, and clearly it got spooked very, very quickly. So I'm sure other things happened. We can talk crypto. Crypto looks to be in pre-market. Crypto was down as well. Crypto seems to be climbing up though, and kind of shaking off. Although it looks a little bit more red now as I look at it, because I just got in from lunch. So yeah. So if you guys think that I prepare for this, I don't. I go off the top of my head, and there's no earpiece on the this side. We just roll. So crypto's down today, right? But you got Bitcoin above 44. Again, 44.5 is what we have to beat, which we had beat, and now we're below that. Ethereum, you need to be above 32. We're at 31. Sorry, we're at 31.22 right now. So, all right, I guess we're gonna get it started early today. Let's get it going. Do you think the market will turn around tomorrow? I do. A lot of this stuff should already be baked in, right? I don't know what spooked the market so much, but a lot of what we do now is retail investors. There's so much more retail investors now. It's crazy. So do I think it turns around tomorrow? Yes. So, but again, I still think it's going to be choppy going forward, but will tomorrow be a green day? Typically, Fridays, like 54% are green days. So let's go with that for right now. But yes, I think that the sell-off, people will see it, and understand the S&P is at that 4,500 level. So it needs to bounce off of that. It's at 4,508, right? So we need to bounce off of that. And that goes for crypto too. Crypto's it's not as correlated as it was a month ago, but it's still like a 0.68. So it's still correlated, right? High correlation. So crypto needs the market, this, because what's going on? I'll get to you guys. Here's what's going on. We have so many institutional investors coming into the crypto ecosystem, right? That they're also in stocks. So what do they sell first? They're going to sell their crypto first because it's more risky per se. I don't think it is, but they see it as that way. So does retail. Retail sees it that way too. Is that crypto's more risky? So let me sell that first, right? Get the liquidity, and then I go buy the dip, or I can get out of these positions before let it hit bottom, and I can jump back in at the supports. That's why the 4,500 level in the S&P is so big. Now, clearly there's supports for the Nasdaq and the Dow. For QQQ guys, just so you know, the QQQ is at 357. The support 355. If it goes under 355, which it did a couple of days 2 weeks ago, very bad. It stayed under there a little while, like 4 days, and then it got back up. So, but it kept bumping up against it. That became resistance. Now it's support, right? And let's just hope it stays above 355. All right. That's enough of me talking. What do you guys want to? Is tomorrow going to be a red day? I think tomorrow's going to be a green day. Will it be a big green day? I don't know. That's really what. But I feel like it should be, right? Because things are hitting their support levels. So if it's a red day, it could be a very, very black eye going forward. So what do you think of FCell? Yeah, FCell we did yesterday. Forget what I said. All right, so it's barely down. The relative strength's above 50. So really like better stock, right? It did this. It's got the little button hook. I've got a line that I again, it's not a pencil line, but you want to make it a marker, a thick marker line, but right at that 550. 550 is where I'd get long. I'd like to see a little bit of follow through, but that 550 is right on the 50-day too. So understand that. Do I think you can nibble here? Probably nibble, right? Definitely a hold though, but that 550, go for it, man. And then if you want to go a little further out, that 798-ish, you can get real long at that point. But it's got a lot of overhead supply still that it's chewing through. So that's FCell. Thoughts on newer? Let's do it. Guys, just so you know, I have no thoughts on these stocks. I just look at, like, price is all that pays, right? So I just look at the momentum, the relative strength. Is it doing better versus stocks in the sector? Is it doing better than other stocks in the entire market, right? What's working? Clearly, Newer had a bad day yesterday and even worse day today. So you might can play it like this. I'm going to try to help you out. Clearly, you want to get long at this, like it's at 75 right now, at that 95.30-ish. That's where you want to get long. But right now, where it's at 75.24. I think that you could probably get in at that 82, 83 mark, and it's going to gap up. There's a big gap there where it gapped down yesterday, and you could run real quick from 83 all the way to like that 94, 95 level for sure. So you might play it that way some, because it will fill that. It'll fill that gap quick. It may be 3 or 4 days, but it will fill the gap quick, right? But it's got to get back on the upswing. The relative strength there is lost. I mean, it's under 30 and pointed down. So not good. Appreciate the follows. Lucid's, we're going to do a little SPY. SLP, all right. SPY is up first, and then we'll do a little smooth little potion. SPY it is. So line to jump out on here. I get long. All right, I've done this enough. So 455 is where you start to nibble and go long. Can you nibble here? Probably, but I feel very comfortable above 455. Where I jump out, and this is what you need to know, is where it went to, where SPY went to literally 2 weeks ago, and it kept bouncing off that level. And that is, there's a trend line down there, a lower trend line at 431. 431-ish, 432-ish, right? If it goes below that, we're all lost. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a very, very bad thing. I do think you can nibble. It's definitely a hold right here, but 455 is the level. That to me is the pivot level, right? To where we go bearish, which we're there now, but we've been above it a couple for yesterday and today, and then it just sunk it down. So that's SPY. A little smooth love potions up. On deck, moving to the batter's box, SLP it is. SLP has been a huge the last couple of days. May have sold off a little bit today. Let me look at the 3 month. Yeah. So, all right, going back to February, I'd like to see smooth. Gosh, dang, the year does not look good, guys. I thought it would look better than this. So it's 3 cents right now. I'd like to see it. So if you hadn't heard me before or been on the live before, here it is. Stock or crypto, you want to be above your first half high of last year. In crypto, it's typically March, April, May. If it's stocks, it's probably February, March, right? So here you go. I'd like to see it now. This one went all the way to 36 in April. I'd like to see it above 10 cents. Make that 11 cents, 11-ish, right? That's what I'd like to see it before I get real long. Can you accumulate here? Probably. It just does not have a lot of relative strength here, though. I mean, it's still well into the, where it sits. So it's sitting right on. So that 0.034 is literally, it's sitting on resistance right now. If it breaks through that, it should run to about 6, 7, 8 cents at that point. But then coming back, let's talk about SLP then. So Mara, look, I don't get predictions. I just tell you what's going on. Look, Mara follows Bitcoin. It's done the button hook. It based out. I got a base out at basically $20. What's funny is Mara, there's a wick and a huge candle down here. That wick went right to the 50-day and pulled back. That's how you know TA. So get to understand those 20 days, 50 days, 200 days, right? Along with the TA. Now, that 50 day happens to be right at a huge which was support, now it's resistance at 31. So it's at 28.52 right now. Let's get above the 31. I'd like to see some follow through, maybe a couple, two green daily candles above the 31. And at that point, I think we could probably go longer here. I definitely think it's a hold for sure. You might can nibble here some, but again, I'd like it to see it above the 31, 32 level. There you go on Mara. Appreciate you. What's up? Roku it is. What's up with Roku? Love the service, hate the stock. So it's doing this, guys. I'm telling you, for your mental health, get in the stocks that are doing this, and you'll sleep a lot easier, right? It's just so less stressful. All right. That being said, this has kind of got a button hook. So, man, it's a 164.15. It's down 0.5% today, which is not terrible. I'd like to, and you're not going to like this, man. I'd really like to see it get above 200, really 202-ish, right? Because at that point, you're above the upper lower trend line. You're above the 20-day, and you're above the 50-day. But you're at 164. It's got a lot of work to do, and it's got overhead supply. And then at that point, I think you can really go long at 237 and then at 300. But again, let's just get to that 200-ish point first on Roku, and then talk to me. Twitter knows it's their, it's where they communicate, but it's just never been a good stock. So, where would I nibble on? So you're at 37.29 right now. Stock's doing this and kind of doing this, right? Kind of like Roku was. Man, I would tell you that it's at 37.29. I don't think I'd play with it until 42. That's just me. If you want to nibble here and do your thing, understand 42 is where I would jump in. We're buying high, selling higher. We got to have the momentum coming up and then breaking through that resistance, right? And so that's not too far off because today it went to 39, right? And what am I saying? 41, 42-ish, right? So, but understand right at that 40, 50 mark, 40 and 50 cents, that's where the 50-day sits. So that will be some resistance there. Understand that. The wick almost went to that today. So watch out for that. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the follow. Got some calls. Hope it pops back up to 46. Look, I don't think it's bad to do calls right now. I don't know if I'd be doing long-term puts. I can tell you that. I think both are working right now. But again, if you're just joining, March 10th is the next CPI print, which is what we had today. We had a CPI print. March 10th is the next one, and then March 13th, the FOMC makes their recommendation of how much they're going to raise rates. Probably 25 bips. At that day, that's probably a bad day, right? I would not be trading that day. So, all right, going forward here, we did newer for you. We did Roku. What's up, Cash? Rocky. SLP we did. Mara we did. KR? What is KR? Kroger? Oh, bro. It's a pretty good stock. You can absolutely nibble here. I think anything above, you're at 45.08. You're sitting right on the 50-day. How funny! All these stocks are going to the 50-day for some reason. But I wouldn't jump out of this until 40. Let's just call it 43 is where I jump out at. 43-ish. It's at 45.08. I think you can absolutely nibble here. You could probably go long here. Where I get longer, though, is real clear. About that 46.50. 46.50, bam. Smash that bad boy. That's Kroger. Good stock. Relative strengths, 48. Going up to, or it hit 50. It's coming down a little bit right now, but still very, very good stock. Grocery stores, I'm not saying that grocery stores are printing, but doing fairly well. By the way, I've got some really good stocks for you guys, just real quick. Look at TRV. We're long above 169. TRV, that's Travelers in Insurance. CNC, we're long above 75. Long above 75. CVS, I'm buying the dip. CVS has been printing for me literally all year. It's awesome. CVX, I still have one call left, still printing. Devon, DVN, printing. MRO, I mean, look these up. They're all going like this. MRO, great. I did like Lockheed Martin, LMT, but now I like it above 397. It needs to be above 397. I hadn't checked on it. I like MCK, that's McKesson. That's a drug producer, not a manufacturer. I like VRTX, that's pure biotech. That's probably the best biotech out there, except for, well, I don't think AbbVie is a biotech. It's more of a producer, but ABBV is a very good stock. One of the best, in fact. AbbVie, VRTX, ZIM. I'm sure you guys have heard that. ZIM has gone, guys, from last year. I think it was a SPAC. Went from one of the few SPACs that's done very, very well. Went from 12 and now it's at like 7. What is it? It's like 78, and still printing, right? Oh yeah, all-time high today. Zim, look at Zim. I'd be long anything above 63. It's at 73 now. It's very, very good stock. We also like MOO, MOO. That's the ag ETF, and FCX is the copper. We like that one. I just did a call today at 225. Was it 225? 225 call, and in the money call though. So there you go. All right, that's what's going on in what I've seen today, what I looked at this morning. SLP. Like, look, I understand SLP and why it's so great for Axie. So, I think Axie is extremely. I'm not saying it's the best coin, but I would put it in that basket of good coins. But I'd like to see SLP above that 10 cents though. So just so you know, RSI will take you out faster than anything. Well, will it? Because people tell me, hey man, well it's overbought. Yeah, there's a reason that it's overbought. Look at Zim. It's got a 77 relative strength. It's been above 70 for all of February. That just tells me what? It's a good stock. So don't give me this, it's overbought, oversold. I don't care, right? If it's way up here and it's above 70 for 3 months, that means it's a fucking good stock. It's a good stock. All right. Palantir, PLTR, Little Kathy Wood special, doing the button hook as well. I've done this one before. It based out at $11.99. You're at $13.48. Congratulations. I don't think that I would touch the stock until, and it's pretty clear, 17-ish. 17. It's 13. If you want to nibble here, I wouldn't nibble until above 14.50. Just so you know. I mean, it's really about 14.30, but 14.30-ish, I would nibble. But I really could not tell you to get long in the stock until it's really above 17-ish. 17.20 is really what I've got there, but 17-ish, right? I think at that point you get long. Understand where it's sitting, though. It's literally the resistance that it broke through, the wick did, and now it's back down. And what the resistance is right now is the 20-day. You are sitting on the 20-day on the daily candles. So just letting you know about Palantir. Roku, I got to share it 155. Let me go back at Roku really quick. You're at 155. Well, yeah, you're looking good, bro. Congratulations. Like that could be a long-term stock. I'm not saying that it's not. Although if you've had the Roku device and you've used it, so it's really weird. Some of them work and some of them don't. I got 2 for my house because we have old ones. One did not work. So I got on the Roku help page. There's like 7,000 complaints. Like it's legit. Like they've got a real hardware issues. So understand that. That's why I kind of think the stock is not doing as well as it should, right? Because it's literally the gateway into streaming. Now, a lot of people don't use Roku, but now you've got all these TVs coming with Roku. Now those will work. So I don't know why Roku is like the betting, like DraftKings and Penn. It should be killing it right now, and it's not. So what don't I know, right? Zip. You got Zip instead of Zim? Zip Recruiter. It's not bad actually. So it's at 20. So you based out at 1872. You're at 22.33. You're only down a point today. I've got a line here that I must have done this back in December. Yeah. So the wick actually, funny thing is, today's wick went right to the 50-day and bounced back. Now you're underneath my line. I'd like to see you above 23. It's really about 23.10. Let's just say 23-ish on the zip. I'd like to see it's right there. It's 22.30 right now. So point is that I'd like to see it break through, right? Break through. You can go long, but we want some follow through. I'd like to see 2 daily green candles above the basically 23-ish, and then I think you can go long. Not real long. I'd probably maybe take some bites at that point. I think you can probably go longer at 26, then come back and talk to me, because at that point, at 29, you can go full on smash it. But again, we're a long way from that, right? This stock has really only moved from 33 down to 8. Well, it's not a 50% move. So, all right, that's Zip for you. Affirm, yes. So Affirm, I saw today. If I can find the freaking Affirm, yeah. So, oh wow, what happened? So did it miss? Wow. So again, guys, I had to look. So Affirm is literally below, especially now, it's literally below where it was when it did the Amazon deal. Tell me something's not wrong with that picture, right? Gosh, dang, it went again right to the 50-day. And then it bounced down, and then it's at the lower end of the wick now. You're at 59.44, man. So you could, if it's me, I'm nibbling at 70. You're not too far away from that. You were just there yesterday, and you were there on Monday as well. So 70, I think you can nibble. I'd be it's gonna be really interesting because it went right to the base. What's funny is the downside wick went right to the base. To 54. So now you're back up to 59. Again, there is some right there at that 70-ish, 70-30 is kind of exactly, but like 70-ish to where I'd start to nibble there, but let it get back up there. That might take a day, it might take 3. But 70, 30-ish is where I'd probably go a little bit longer. And then I think that you could probably start to really take some bites at 92. But again, we're a long way from that. Let's get back to that 70-ish mark first. Thanks. All right. Cool. Appreciate you guys. You guys are all awesome. Sup, pal? What's up? Is that Dom Squad? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm finally back. I had to get a new phone to get back on here. It's crazy because I had bandwidth issues. The phone's, you know what it turned out to be? The phone's battery. So got a new phone, $1,500 for a phone. What are we doing here, people? You know? All right. All right, Rose. Thank you very much for the roses, guys. Really appreciate them. Apple thoughts. Again, don't have thoughts. Just have price, momentum, trends, and TA. Got to stay long. I mean, you're down 2%. It's resting on the 50 day. Literally, that down week hit the 50 day and actually bounced back up some. If I'm a betting man, I think you could be taking bites here. I like it better above 176. At that point, smash that bad boy. And again, it can get there tomorrow, right? It can get there tomorrow. I will tell you this, guys. You're seeing a lot more sell-offs now in this chop because you've got institutions that don't want to take the overnight risk. Overnight risk is big. Weekend risk is big. That's why we're seeing more sell-offs on Friday too. So you'll have this great, like let's say tomorrow's great. Like we go 300 points up, right? And it just grinds all day, all the way up, and then the last hour of the day, things just sell off. That's the institutions dropping out because they don't want to take not just the overnight risk, the over the weekend risks, because so much can happen over the weekend. Biden could do something. We could go to war, crypto, hacks, whatever, right? So it is what it is at this point. All right, that's Apple. Hold on Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin's a hold, right? I'm not buying more, but I played Dogecoin in 2016 for what I could lose, and 4 years later it printed 5 figures. So I think that's probably what's going to happen here. I hope Doge goes to the moon. I hope it hits 70 plus, right? I really do. I don't see, what's funny is I don't see Elon tweeting about it much anymore. Now, I don't follow every tweet that he has, but when I do look at Twitter, I don't see that much, right? I think he's more focused on Tesla and SpaceX right now. And Starlink's killing it, right? Boring, they just got his Boring company just got he's got Las Vegas, but they're doing something on the East Coast too. I just saw that yesterday. So yes, to me, here, let me get on there really quick. Doge really quickly, I'll do, it's a hold for me. It's going to be a long-term hold. If it goes down to, the worst it's ever been, which is bad, if it goes back to, so where would I get on? It's not too far away from it, right? It's at 15 cents. So, it's always been at 21. Right, that's always been it, and that's it. That's it. 20-ish, 21-ish. Right, that's where I'd start to not smash it, but take some bites at that point. I do think you could hold here. Just understand, since April of last year, it's just done this. Right, it's kind of done this, but it's still making lower lows, lower highs. So there you go. But yes, I'm a fan of the Doge. Let's go AMC. I just saw some AMC for the apes out there. The apes in the audience. We got a little button hook. Look, so I'm gonna be real honest with the apes. So it actually hit this and was rejected. You've got good. So the resistance, you're at 1857 right now. The resistance sits at 2080-ish. 2080. That's your first line of resistance. I think probably you can nibble there. Understand that 50-day is at 2270. Where I'd get long is 30. Again, I get that's a long way off, but you were 30 in late December. So it's not that far off, right? So understand that. And again, if you got the diamond hands, baby, you got the button hook there. So we'll see what you do. The short interest that I've got is under 20%. Now people will probably say that that's not right, but that is what FinViz Elite is showing me right now. It is under 20%. So, and what's killing you is the insider transactions. 82% have been sells in the last 90 days. So again, that was probably for tax purposes. So people sell for a lot of reasons. They buy for one, to make money. That's it. All right. That's a firm we did. Vimeo, and then Tonic is on deck. Vimeo, I hadn't even looked at this chart forever. God dang, it's not a good. Okay, man. I don't know why you're stretching yourself out. Did it gap down today and then come up? It's down 18%. So it gapped down, ran down. Now it's showing a green count as it's climbing back up, but it did gap down huge. So you're still down close to 20%. Man, it's basing out. So I'm all about buying the dip, but here's how you buy the dip. The price was here, starts going down, right? If there's support down here, I'm all for it. I don't see support in the trailing 12 months, right? So how low can it go, right? So I need to see, the price was here, I need to see it button hook at least back up to where it was. Even then, it's just going, this is a stressful stock. And I like what they do, right? I wish they would beat YouTube, right? They're just having a really hard time. Where would I get long, man? You're not going to like what I say here. So it's at 11.24 right now. You could convince me at 27. You might. It's at 11. I get that. That's a long way away. That was back in November. So I get it. I know you don't like it, but that's it. At some point, you got to take the loss, and it's still basing out. I mean, it's literally. Let me go back. How far back can I go? No, it went public. No, that's it. It literally went public in July. No, June. Right, 1st of June. Yeah. So, gosh, dog, it's bad stock, man. Don't stress yourself out. So, and I hope you didn't let that trade turn into an investment. Be very, very, very bad. Tonic's up. What up, Tonic? I don't hold Tonic. I have heard some good things about it from the community. All right, so it's been very bad for a year. Recently, though, it's been up. So here you go. Let me go all. God, really, just the last 2021, it's kind of just come up. So, I mean, I think you get if I'm looking at the whole thing, I wouldn't touch it, right? But I think you can stay long here. I think as long as you're above, are you ready for this? As long as you're above, what is it, 5013? As long as you're above that, I think you could probably stay long. Again, not financial advice. None of this is, guys, for entertainment purposes only. But if I were playing this above, 0.013, I'd stay long. The 3 month, the month looks really good. So if you got in, at 0.777 down, or 6077, you really climbed the mountain. So congratulations if you've been holding. I'd keep with it now. I mean, it's not in the last 3 months, but the yearly looks like crap. Like if I was telling you the yearly, I'd tell you, let me get in here at 5028. But anyway, it is what it is. That's Tonic, a firm we just did. What's happening with a firm? I have no idea. It's below the price. They even did the deal with Amazon, and that just blows me away. Literally blows me away. Like I don't know. Like guys, I just look at charts, the momentum, right? So I'm not. Now I could look here. Let me go back. So if we're looking at a firm, there it is. Let me see if there's any news. I'm sure it's at the top. A firm posts wider quarterly loss earlier after Twitter posting. So whatever that means, it's on Bloomberg. And looks like Expedia had a huge beat. So Expedia is probably a good play today. A firm stock slammed after early earnings release show revenue outlook. Oh, the revenue outlook missed. That's what's going on with a firm, guys. So there you go. My boy wants. All right, so we'll do Amazon. Let me see what else that I hadn't done before. Tilray. Let's do that one really quick. Well, we could put the T in there. Is it TLY? Tilray? RY? Yeah. There it is. All right, so it's got the button hook. Again, another stressful stock doing this, doing the little button hook at the bottom. If I was going to nibble, you're at $7 right now. You're literally resting on resistance on the 50-day. Is a lot of stocks are. That's crazy. That's like the 12 stocks we've done, like 10 have been on the 50-day. I'd be real, like you might can nibble. Like I'm trying to help you out here. At 760, you might can nibble, right? I'd like to see you at the 1014, 10 at 1010ish, 1010. Come back and talk to me then. But that's Tilray. We wanted Nvidia, and then we'll do Nvidia. What else do we want? AMC Affirm we just did. You know what? Nvidia really quick. It hadn't changed since yesterday. It's down 3%. You stay long above 230. Stay long above 230. I even think you could probably nibble here, but I'd take profits liberally. I like it long term. Where I'd probably get and start taking some bigger bites. You need to get above the trend line at 285. 285 is where I go big. Again, it was just there in January. You're not too far from it now. I say that because the technicals say about 270, 273, but you've got to beat the 50-day, and then you've got to beat the upper lower trend line coming down, and that sits at 284. So that's why I'm saying 285-ish is where I'd probably get real long. But I think you can nibble here for sure. CENN is up next. Whoa. Man, tell me where you're in the stock. This was a $14 stock, actually a $15 stock, and now it's $1.46. It's not a good stock for stressing yourself out. As of mid-December, it broke, and it's just I can't even you're not gonna like this at all. I wouldn't even touch this stock until $5. Literally 5.10, but let's call it 5-ish, right? To help you out now would be I'd just be spitting it in the. I'm on the daily chart. It's got so much like 5, and then really at 8. You got a long way to go. I get that's 8, like 700% up or 600% up. God, yeah, 5. So that's it. And well, it's an auto manufacturing group. Sorry, man. That's just it is what it is. I read probably 400 charts a day. So Zillow, the big Z. Same thing here, man. Just so based, like it based out 2 weeks ago at 45.12. You're at 48.79. Stock moves around a lot. You might can nibble above 53, and that's a nibble. Where I'd probably start you off at, if I'm being honest with you, 65, but I really like that gap down at 73. But 65, I think you, because at that point it's got relative strength. Yeah, 65 is where I'd probably nibble. That puts you above the 20-day, which right now you're sitting on that 20-day. The wick went to it and then bounced off of the 20-day, which 20-day and the 200-day, you will always get a bounce down or up, right? So it could be support, it could be resistance, right? Right on Zillow, it's resistance. This is a Kathy Wood special too, and I do not like this stock. It's got, again, you're at 48.79. Talk to me once at 65, and then I think that you got something. Appreciate it. Real good. Oh, and Amazon. We didn't do Amazon. Thank you for. Was that a rose? Appreciate. I don't even know what that stuff means. Like, great gift. Oh yeah. So it's down 1% today. Is all Amazon. I mean, as long as you're above 30, it's at 3180 right now. 3200 is my pivot point that I've got here. It needs to, it cleared that. Looks like on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday it had some follow through, and then it went right back underneath it. That's not follow through. You need 2 solid green daily candles above the resistance line. 2 solid. Now there's a bigger formula than that says there's got to be 4, but it depends on volume and depends on 1.5% of the day before, whatever. I'm not going to go there because it gets very, very technical. Point is that I would like to see 2 daily candles above 3,200. Clean daily green candles above 3,200. Understand though that the 50-day is sitting right there at that 3240. 3240 is where that 50-day. So it went past that yesterday though. So it blew through it, and it went to like 3276. So and then where I get real long, clearly at 3,500. There you go on Amazon. We all should know those by like the background, just like QQQ and SPY, right? You've got to know, and S&P. S&P is 4,500. SPY is, what do we say, 455. And then I could be wrong on that one, but QQQ is 355, right? So let me fact check myself on that as I sit here. Yes. So QQQ is 355. It's at 358 right now. Just so you guys know, that's a key line of support for the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. So there you go. Any big guys with crypto? Ford. All right, we'll do Ford really quick. Ford. So it went to so it's in a channel up, going back to June. It's in a channel up pattern. It's on the lower upper trend line, right? And so that's where it sits right now at 1808. I'd like to see it above. It was just there, not like last week. It's got to get above 19-ish, and then I'd really like to see it above 2150. So let's get above 19 first. We're at 1808. We're not too far from that, and clearly it found that trend line. That's and using it as support. And if we have a green day tomorrow, I bet you it goes through that 19 level tomorrow if we're green. So we'll see. We will see. MOTS. What's up with the MOTS? I did see CENN, guys. So just so you know, but I'll go back and do it again. MOTS again. Stocks doing this. We like stocks that do this, not this. You're stressing yourself out. Look, you may know but here's the thing. You're probably asking this question because you know something's coming up. You know a catalyst in the Discord or the subreddit. Somebody's telling you something. So if you know something, absolutely buy it, right? I don't know anything. I'm just looking at the stock, and this stock would stress me the fuck out. So here's what I would do. Again, not financial advice. It's at 45. It is using the 50-day as. Yeah, it's using the 50-day as support right now, right? You're at 45 cents. I think that you can nibble, and it's not tough, at 55. Now, that goes all the way back to December, so it may take you a while to get there. 55, and then clearly you can get long at 77-ish, right? But let's get to 55 first, right? So that's MOTS, MOTS. I haven't done that in a long time. All right, we'll do CENN one more time. Really quickly, it's basing out, man. It's basing out. So here we go again. So I cannot, and I'm not giving you financial advice, but you may know something that I don't. You probably do, and that's great. It's down 8% today again. Just keep. It's doing this, right? It's starting. It looks like it might turn, but it hadn't. It hadn't even turned up once. So 5-ish. I'm on the daily chart. I'm not on the 4-hour. I'm not on the 2-hour. I'm on the 5-minute. Right? You can still make money in this stock. I'm saying from a daily candle perspective, I'm not touching it until it hits 5. Right? I like to see some longer term trends. Especially, I don't really day trade. It's more of a swing trades for me. And now I'm more in the calls and puts and the options trade, because you figure out what works and what doesn't. And right now for me, it's commodities, financials, and the stocks that I just told you guys, right? And a lot of those stocks are in energy, CVX, DVN, MRO. They're printing money still, and they still got a long way to go. Especially if Ukraine gets invaded, watch those stocks go to the roof, because you'll have oil probably around 105. Merrill's got a price target of 112. So, all right. BNB has doxed and now doing very well since then. Really? BNV? Let's look at it. So they doxed the founders, Bunnyverse. Now I'm not in this one. Damn it. It looks like a fun one though. All right. So yearly, it is moving up. I'll give you that. So what's it at today? It's at what is that? 5030. All right, 5030. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'd like to see it above 32, but I mean, we're gonna nibble here. Last month is way up, so congrats there. The yearly doesn't look very good at all, right? Or sorry, year two to date. Well, it came out when? It came out in December of last year. All right, so 3 months is good. So yeah, I mean, a key level is that 3.2 level, and the next key level is to 5.1. But the month's been good. Stick with it. Again, I don't hate on any coins at all. If it's doing this and you think you can make some money, or if you know something, then absolutely go for it, brother. Love it. Thanks, guys. Love the follows too. Laugh out loud. I fucking stress. Awesome. Cryptos, Bunnyverse, ticker, yeah, BNB, which is up 119. Yeah. So monthly looks good. It would be a hold, and I might nibble here because it hasn't been out long, right? It's been out what, 4 months tops, right? So yeah, for the month it looks really good. The full scope doesn't look real well, because it pumped all the way to 4010, right? So 58 days, yep. ABML, what's up with the ABML? I haven't done that in a while. ABML, somebody was talking about this one, and I forget which ABML. Am I okay? If you're making me go to Trading View, which I will, which I don't draw a line of ABML. So all American Battery Technology, OTC, is base. Well, it's not basing out. So base support would be 54. I mean, it's been lower than that, but 54 cents is where it based out. It's at 107 right now. You're not in the worst spot. I'd like to see it. Oh, there it is. 163. 163-ish. Right there. That's when I say let's go along and smash that bad boy. ABML again. And relative strength at 60. So it's moving up quickly. True penny stock. So watch the pumps and watch the dumps, baby. It's the way we roll. ABB, yeah, let's do it. You need to. This may be the one that I didn't find. Where is my? All right, AABB. There we go. Asia Broadband over the counter. So this one's kind of on it's basing out. I don't like this until so it's at what 10.1045. So basically 10 cents, 10.5 cents. So I like it at it's pretty clean actually. At 24 cents. I know you don't like that answer, but it's got a lot of overhead supply, man, and that is going to kill it for a while. It's got a lot to chew through. It just had a major pump. What was that? First of, let me back up something. So that was like late December. It pumped. So it's weird. It pumped and then it did a dead cat bounce of a bigger pump. So no, that's not a real thing. But no, there you go. 23, 24-ish. That's where I get long in it. Again, it's at 10 cents, so we got a little work to do there. A little 100% up. So I like SLP. We did that one Facebook. I'll jump on it. Facebook it is. Stop stressing about your trades. Take the loss and get in the stocks that are doing this, guys. It's that simple. Don't stop stressing. Why are we money will ruin relationships, ruin marriages, ruin your relationship with your kid, right? It just consumes you. Why stress yourself out trading stocks? that are doing this, right? I get it. Unless you know something, you know what a catalyst is coming up, jump all into it. I'm all about that. Use Discord, use subreddit. I'm all about that. I'm just telling you, if you're not hearing anything at all and your trade is turning into investment and it keeps sinking and there's no support down here, you gotta let it go, man. You do. It's so much like losing 500 or 5,000 is so much better than stressing every freaking day. I promise you, I've been there. I've made all the same mistakes you guys have, probably more, right? All right, what was I doing? I just lost this. Facebook, yeah, there we go. Facebook is, look, as much as we don't like it, as much as we don't use it. Let me tell you one thing about Zuck, right? One thing I know about Zuck, and you saw it in the social network, the quotes, what he does. The dude is a robot, but the dude is a savage, right? So you never count that guy. Now, their metaverse is taking longer. I get it, but if they can control the hardware, which I think that's what they're gunning for. I really believe that. If you control the hardware into the metaverse, I get that you can get on your screen, right? Again, I'm not long or short Facebook. I'm just giving my opinion of what I've seen in Decentraland, in the Sandbox, in Crypto Voxels, right? It's all cool and great if you've got a great GPU. If you've got a CPU and a small GPU, it's not the greatest experience. You got to have the goggles where you can look around the whole 9 yards, right? I believe that's what he's built. Here's how I play Facebook. So and we should all listen to this. It based out at 216. It's at 227 now. That big gap down that day fell all the way to 244. So here's how I would play that. 240, I would probably nibble at 244. I think that it will fill that gap within it might be a week, it might be 3 months, but it's going to fill that gap fairly quickly, right? It fell that quick, it can fill it back up that quick. So that gap down, the wick went to 248. It caught itself kind of at 245. So about that 245, 248 is where I start to kind of maybe take a bite. At that point, it should refill that gap, right? And that gap's going to take you all the way to 290. 290. So you'll be going 50 points up, right? Now, how long that takes, I would bet it takes about a month. It might take longer. It might take shorter. I'm just telling you, I've seen stocks do this before. Maybe not this big, but I think it's going to fill it, right? But they got to get on good footing, and they just hadn't done that yet, right? The relative strength's below 27. It's at 27 below 30. So it just had some, but I would not count Zuck out. Like, I'm not a fan of his. I'm not long or short. I'm long tech ETFs, right? So I'd like Facebook to do well, I guess. But as far as the individual stock, I'm not long or short, right? I want whatever, but that guy's he's got something up his sleeve every day. And to change the name to Meta from Facebook is huge, right? Nobody does that unless you got a plan, right? Especially Zuck. All right. What else am I looking here? NVIDIA, we did. GPU is the future. Absolutely. That's why I like NVIDIA. Oh, yeah. PayPal and Crow. Crow is on deck. I actually like Crow long. So I'll do Crow, but I like Crow long. PayPal, not so much. So love the company, hate the stock. Just this chart is horrible. It's a stressful. So here's how I'd play it. It's at 118. It's basically based out today. It's actually defeated the lower trend line, and now that trend line becomes resistance. So that's where it sits, 118.96, right? I would probably start to take a little bit. I'd probably nibble at 140. I know it's a long way away, but you were just there 1st of February. 140. It'll probably run all the way to 153, 154, and then let's talk then. But it should run pretty quickly. It'll feel there's a big gap down there, so it'll feel like just like Facebook. It's going to fill that gap fairly quickly. Crow, just got to stay long. You know what? I'll do Crow on trading view because I want to see exactly what it's doing. USD, Coinbase, let's do that. All right, so what are we doing? All right, we're going to do 22. I'm not getting the daily here. All right, so I think you nibble here. I think as long as you're above 44 cents, it's good to go. I'd really like to see it above 60 to 64 is where I'd like to see it above that. It looks like it went all the way to almost $1.98. But I like Crow. I actually, they've got the Super Bowl commercial coming up. I will have my phone because I think it will pump a little bit. It's probably doing that now. It might even already be baked, or it might be being baked in now, right? So maybe this is it is the pump off the low. I don't think it is. I think we get a 5 to 15% bump with Crow. FTT has got 2 commercials. They're actually giving away Bitcoin. You got Crypto.com, which is Crow, and then who else? Coinbase, and then there is a Canadian one that's doing one too that we can't trade here. So there's going to be like, somebody told me 10 commercials in total that are crypto. So, and one's Crypto.com, which says Crypto.com. So there you go. PayPal, Crow, we did. What else is up? A little Rivian action. I'll do spot. Loopring, I like it long. Yeah, dude, I am so long in Nvidia, it's not even funny, right? I'm in stocks in my 401k. I'm in Nvidia as a well, it's just, it's in every, it's like Facebook. It's in every basically tech ETF, a large ETF, right? So you got to root for it. All right. What did I say was up? All right, Loopring. Here, Loopring very quickly here. Let me go to which tool. Better view of that one would be. Let's go this one. All right. So LRC, Loopring it is. Bam, 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 bam. It's had a bad day to day. So that's all right. It's had a bad 3 months yearly. All right. So Loopring, understand I do hold Loopring, but I'm playing it long, just like I'd play Doge or Shiba, right? So damn thing could go to like 3 cents, and I'm not going to sell. So all right, so it's got to get above $1.40. You're at 70, $1.04 now. Sorry, it's got to get above $1.40 ish, right? That's when I start to nibble. I think you can really get long there, but where I feel very comfortable is at $1.60. So that's Loopring. SPY will do again. I've got no problem doing SPY. I believe it's 450. Where is that number at? 455. 455 needs to be above that. The wick today went above that. Got rejected about the 50-day and came back to 449 right now. 455 is where it's got to be above. I'd like to see some follow through. I'd like to see 2 green daily candles above 455, and I think you can get long SPY. So it did that yesterday, didn't have the follow through today. Did that last week, didn't have the follow through last week. So it keeps bouncing up against it. At some point, it's going to break it and run. Watch it. All right, Rivian. Sorry, man. Rivian, it is. And then I'll take a couple more guys, and then I've got to go. So I'm uploading these to YouTube, right? So on my phone, it took it like this is the newest, like this is the 13 Pro, whatever. It took it like 10 minutes. My phone was like, what are we doing here? So Rivian based out, as you probably know, at 50.30. It's at 64.72. It looks like it's trying to turn around. I would like to see it. I'm going to help you out here, right? I can't, and again, it's not financial advice, but I would not jump into this until 80-ish. It's to me, it's at 79.37, but let's just call it 80-ish, right? I nibble at that point, and then I go up here to about 105. So right now, I cannot tell you. I'm just looking. You may know something. I do not. I'm just looking at the chart, right? You know, maybe you could at 70. Tell you what, at 70 is where I take some real small baby nibbles, and then at that at that 79-ish, 80-ish levels where I nibble a lot bigger at that point. But then come and see me then, and let's talk about it then. Do you think we green? Yeah, I think we'll be green tomorrow. But so look at what crypto's doing early morning, then pre-market. Right, you've got to watch the few futures, guys. If you don't have Bloomberg, you can get Bloomberg on Roku. It's like free, I think, and it's great, right? It's CNBC without the clown show. That's what it is, right? That's what I have on all day long, right? And there's jokes cracked, but they're typically more serious, especially in pre-market, right? You got to watch that. That's like, if you want to trade, you need to understand you got to have Bloomberg on at all times, not CNBC and the clown show, sell. No. Bloomberg, less stressful, less clown show. All right, what's up? ABB is a gold mining, created a wallet coming out with exchange. Okay, cool. I did not know that. Interesting though. So that is probably going to do it for me today. Is there any last one? Guys, please give me a follow. I do this between 2 o'clock and 2:30 Central Time every day. I start, right? I do TA for crypto. We can talk anything you want. We can talk about background. I'm not a big options guy. I used to be until I lost a lot. But crypto has just outrun everything that I've ever done. So I'm long crypto because I have to be. It's like literally like 85% of my net worth right now because I got in 2012 in Bitcoin. It wasn't even crypto then. So point being is that we can talk about anything, but I love doing TA. I go live. I just expect a follow, or not really expect. I'm asking for a follow, and then if you would also my YouTube. I try to do things on YouTube under 10 and 15 minutes on YouTube. Today was crypto. I did all crypto TA. I did about 7 or 8 coins, major coins, right? We've got Phantom above 230. I like Cosmos above 30. Stay long. Luna above 52. I'm long. Then we went through Bitcoin. We go through Ethereum, the different levels. So that's more of my crypto stuff is on YouTube. Just so you know. But this will be up on YouTube as well here tonight. So with that being said, guys, watch your 6. Go hard in the paint. Please give me a follow. But we will see you. I'll be on here tomorrow. See you guys. That's Bloomberg. There you go. That's Shanali. See you guys. Peace.